Hello, Adam. I wanted to tell you today about why, if you use Intuit QuickBooks, whether desktop or POS, or Intuit POS or QuickBooks Online, you've got to have an Intuit Merchant Services account. Now, don't forget, we've got this offer out there about if you complete an application and return it to us at info@peakadvisors.com, we will make a donation in your name to the Wildland Firefighters Foundation. Now, why you've got to have one? Well, it's about automation, right? And then we've been talking about automation in a series of videos, and a merchant services account allows your customers to pay you via the emailed invoice with their credit card securely or with an ACH payment securely. This eliminates all sorts of work at your end. You don't have to receive the payment. It reduces the time it takes to reconcile the account because everything is happening in QuickBooks. You don't have to wait for the merchant services from a third party. Your credit card information, and this is really important, Adam, I keep coming back to this, is secure. It's encrypted. And so instead of you taking a piece of paper and writing down the number and going over to the machine and keying it in over here and then keeping a little notebook the next time you want to buy something, it's secured and encrypted inside QuickBooks. Do not overlook the importance of that. And you don't have to accept credit cards to benefit from the merchant service account. Why? Because you can use the merchant service account to process automated clearinghouse payments, commonly known as ACH payments. This allows, again, your customer to pay you directly from their bank account through the emailed invoice. Now, sometimes customers, I make this pitch to Adam and I talk to them about this and I say, well, this is all the benefits, and they'll say things like, well, credit card processing is too expensive and merchant services through Intuit is very expensive. And the answer to that is, no, it's really not. Intuit is very price competitive in the small and medium business space. But as we all know, credit card fees really are dependent on multiple factors, which include the volume, the type of card used, whether the card is presented, or whether the card is submitted through the invoice. You get a discount, by the way, if your customer pays you via the invoice and uses a credit card. It's not the standard non-presented rate. And customers will then sometimes say, well, we already have a great deal. And it's like, okay, I'm sure you did. But the best way to get the best way to get a better deal is to get a competitive quote and look at that versus what your current deal is. Intuit's price competitive. Most credit card processors are price competitive. So you've got a great deal? Fine. Go to peakadvisors.com, complete the application, return it to peakadvisors.com, and we'll get you a competitive quote. And then you can make a decision on whether you want to stay with the current processor or move to Intuit. And you're going to want to move to Intuit because, again, it is going to help you automate processes in your business. The power of not having to do a received payment for every payment from a customer, not having to do a reconciliation from a third-party service provider, having all of that happening inside of your QuickBooks securely in an encrypted format is very, very beneficial to you and your business. Okay, now, this is a series of videos on automation. This is how you automate a lot of the received payment process. But in the next video, we're going to talk about why, if you have QBO, you have to have an Intuit Merchant Services account. And don't forget to fill out the application so we can make a contribution to the Wildlands Firefighters Foundation. Thank you.